exciting! So if you don't have any idea what the D-Dart is, this was something that was floating around on Facebook that when we saw it, everybody kind of wanted it. We didn't quite know how it worked, but it was a fully automatic flywheeler in a tiny package. Look at this thing. It's basically a 35 round drum with a grip and flywheels glued to it and a trigger, a really nice trigger. I didn't find this. I was woken up this morning by Ryan telling me, hey, the D-Dart's out. It's literally in stock at Target. And I looked at it and sure enough, it's literally in stock at Target. So I called one Luchathor. Say hi, Luchathor.
Hi. Ow.
And he picked up a couple of them and brought them to me. I thank him profusely for that. And I'm really excited, and I've already opened one of these, but we're gonna go over it really quick on the box. We've got smart design, well, that's subjective, but I agree, it's smart design. High capacity, 28 darts. I think that's actually really good. Fully automatic, single shot or fully automatic. You can do either or, obviously. It doesn't fire all that fast, or does it? Or is it actually the fastest firing stock blaster in existence? We'll talk about that. High power, fires darts up to 72 feet away. I haven't really range tested it, but it fires pretty okay. I would say like 60 FPS probably. Compact and easy to set up, runs off 4 AAA batteries, and single-handed operation. So yes, you can dual wield them, and yes, I own 2 of them. And it contains 1 D-Dart blaster, 28 darts in instruction booklet, and it says Tempest over here. D-Dart might be the brand now, because that's the registered trademark, but Tempest is just a name printed on the side of the box. And really, that's it. So we're gonna put that aside, and we're gonna talk about the actual blaster here. So first thing I really want to talk about before anything is the fact that the darts this thing comes with, well, they're not great, and probably the biggest issue with them is that they're slightly shorter, and actually it's quite massively shorter than your standard Nerf dart. If you try to use a standard Nerf dart in here, at least without any kind of modification, it's basically just gonna rub up right here. You can see like there's not a big gap right there, and this will rub up and it won't work. So unfortunately, at the beginning, you're stuck with basically these darts that it comes with, or you can cut down your darts, or more importantly, you just use X-Shot darts, which is what we're doing here, which is what they're good for. And yes, Luchathor has managed to get it working kind of with half darts, and there's an issue with that. We're just gonna kind of get rid of all the issues out of the way first. That flywheel gap, some people like a nice thick gap, and on this, you probably don't. It's pretty gnarly. Like the stock darts like barely even touch the wheels, and then thicker foam darts do. So I have taken, you can like undo 2 screws and pull this lid off. I don't know how to take the entire blaster apart yet. That seems like it'd be an ordeal, but it should be possible to print out something that fits different flywheel gaps and make it much better. And it does seem to use 130 motors, which is great for something like this. It does have an interesting firing mechanism though. So right above, this is where you would put on the batteries. You undo 1 screw, clip that down, put in 4 AA's in a little battery pack, put it back in. So any LiPo that will probably work for a Hurricane will probably work in this thing. You've got a single trigger right here, and then you've got this right here, which is your on-off switch. Turn that on, and it starts revving. The weirdest part, so I'm gonna fire a couple of darts off of it so you can see what's going on. Like, not bad. Wait before you have any judgment on the firing speed though, because I'm going to explain. It is probably the fastest firing frickin' stock blaster in existence, but the interesting part about this is the fact that the way it works is there's a gear, like there's a motor right here that runs some kind of gearbox that rotates the entire cylinder, and this is like a plastic spring, a really thick piece of plastic that basically just gets knocked back by the drum and then slams forward, which touches the back of a dart and flings it into the flywheels. Which is an ingenious little design, and in order to like fully load the thing, you basically have to cock back the hammer with that thing. And then you load darts into it. After like 200 shots, this thing will actually rotate all the way over and block this, which is kind of a problem. But that's after like 200 shots, and that's easy enough to just stop doing that, just kind of twist it a little bit, and you're ready to go again. But a really crazy and efficient design that works amazingly well. The entire blaster is really solid in the hand. It is a $30 blaster, which is a bit much, but it's not really cheaping out on anything. Even the micro switch feels really nice, really clicky. Like, that is not like a cheap micro switch you get in like a Nerf blaster or something like that. They put some thought into this. I am worried about this thing eventually, like, warping or breaking, though. I'm not, of course, it's a brand new blaster, but yeah, hopefully that's not too bad. But it doesn't even matter, because the real reason why you would ever grab this thing is pretty straightforward, actually. So, all you need to do is turn this on. Don't even worry about the firing trigger, although you could do single shots with it and stuff like that, or you could literally... Oh, I jammed a dart in there. Probably shouldn't do that. But you get the idea. Yeah, if I had all the darts properly back, it would have worked fine. There we go. Yeah. This is like the faster firing stock blaster I think you can get your hands on. Hopefully this isn't something that becomes kind of rare to get your hands on either, because it's totally awesome. It's a different form factor than you're probably used to, but if you're like an HVZ or something like that, just have this like clipped onto your belt or something like that, like have a little hook or something, and you could easily just pick it up, put it on, start kind of just using it, and if you really need to, just go like that and dump darts all over the place, and then just ditch it or do whatever. The reload process is pretty horrendous. Allow me to demonstrate. This actually physically hurts me. We're gonna put the hammer back like that and load this thing. It takes a long time. I really wish they would have designed this thing with rear loading slots. And modification-wise, besides having like a closer gap on the flywheels for more power, some kind of rev trigger would be nice, or like a single stage trigger. I think you could cut the front of this off, this little ridge right here, to let you have full-length darts. I don't see why you couldn't do that, but I'm not gonna mess with it at the moment. I'm gonna kind of wait to see what other people do with it. And yeah, rear loading slots, and I think everything else about this blaster is pretty much perfect. $30 is a bit much, but it is a fantastic freaking little blaster. What is your opinion, Luchathor?
Well, the grip is comfortable.
It is exceptionally comfortable.
Plastic quality is pretty good for not first party or Nerf, Hasbro.
I guess he ran out of things to say, but he did have fun flinging short darts out of his. Enough of that. We need to like just go buy one for reals. Like, there's really no reason not to pick one of these things up unless you hate flywheels, you hate the ergonomic design of this or anything like that. But seriously, this is an amazing little blaster that really does something unique and really works in a unique way, which I'm all for. A complete surprise I wasn't expecting to really like as much as I did. The D-Dart Tempest, I guess. Again, I found mine at Target. You can find them on Target.com right now. I'll have a link down in the description below. And other than that, I'm Walcom S7. This is Luchathor13. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one. I could cut it back in, so go.
Yeah, so.
Did it jam on you?
Maybe.
I even see how good that looked. Try it again, just right now.
Alright.
Because you don't need to fire any of your darts, just show that it fires darts.
Yeah.